everyone. Hi, welcome back to A Chat with Huize. So today we're going to talk about 5 easy habits that can help improve your life. So if you'd like to hear more, do stay tuned. Okay, so the number one habit that we're going to talk about is do what makes your soul sing. I love this habit because it's very easy and it's fun. I believe that we were created to, what we were created to do is engineered on the inside of us. And for us to find out what that thing is, we have to keep in tune with what makes our soul sing. Yeah. So I believe that the things that give you excitement and joy, I believe that those are the things that you were created to do, and that are going to lead you to your purpose and to your destiny and to a life that is full and that you will love. And I believe in that way, you create a happy environment as well for you to thrive. When you do what I say makes your soul sing, it's going to give you positive surges of energy. It is in opposite to doing things that you feel make you, drag you. When you put yourself in spaces that don't bring the best out of you, you definitely depress great ideas that you could have. You depress your creativity. You just depress your soul. So when I say do things that make your soul sing, I mean even hobbies, they will bring the best out of you. Even people, find out the type of people that you really enjoy hanging around with. Positive people that have an upbeat thing about them. So, for example, the example that I thought about was a radio DJ. Have you noticed that most radio DJs would, are always saying, I always grew up around music. I love music. My parents were into music. My grandparents, even at my grandparents' house, I listened to jazz, what not what. And they keep saying that, I was always entrenched in this thing, or sort of like baptized into it. They loved music, and therefore they listened to more of it. And what did it bring them? A career that fulfills them, that they have joy in. So I was just thinking, imagine if these radio DJs had decided, you know what, this listening to music all the time is just wasting my time. Right now, my math grades are so low. I better do something about this. Imagine if they had said that and decided to switch off the radio, and decided that when there's music around in their house, they're going to go to their neighbor's house because they want to try harder at mathematics. So what would have happened is that maybe they would have improved their marks a little bit more. But they still wouldn't do as great as if they had followed their music path. You know what I mean? I feel like if you do what makes your soul sing, you end up in your place of optimum talent, optimum life. It brings you an optimum lifestyle. So imagine if this person now gets better at mathematics, ends up going to university to do accounting, and obviously they're not going to have it so easy in accounting because this was not their initial place of strength. I'm not disputing the fact that you can improve your weaknesses. Okay, you can improve, but you can't improve them to the extent to which you can improve your strengths. Okay, so imagine this person now starts to live that accountant's life, goes to work, is always dragged by, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do numbers every single day. Imagine what a sad life that is. So I feel like this also goes out to parents. You can't punish your kid for not thriving in certain areas that God did not make them to thrive in. If your child is not so good at academics, but they're good at football, you cannot be beating them every day because they went off to the football field. Go to the football field, go and watch them do their thing. Buy them those boots, those soccer boots, buy them the ball. Try to see them if you can get into some youngsters football clubs. You may be creating the Ronaldinho of Botswana, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was my first habit, which I love so much. And then the second habit is go hard after your calling. You know, a lot of people, some people do know what their calling is. And it's not always so easy to follow it. It's not always in the easiest conducive environment. But imagine going through life not being able to fulfill your calling. I mean, doing everything possible, doing everything that everyone else is doing the school, doing the church, doing the rearing a family thing. But the one thing that you were born to do, you just don't do. Just because maybe it was a little bit harder. Imagine what you are denying the world with the gift that God gave you. I think it's something scary to think that maybe what lies at the other side of your obedience to your call, maybe it's something even for your children. You don't know that once you step into your calling, who is it going to benefit and how much is it going to benefit these people or even just your life. So that's another thing. It most likely will take baby steps to step into the calling that God has called you for, to step into your purpose. But I believe those small steps are necessary. If it's singing, you start off at the church. Praise and worship, if people know it's not always so welcoming. People are not always so welcoming or encouraging. They get jealous. Maybe that's not your type of space where people are bickering and complaining and everything. You just want to quit. But, find some spaces where little by little, that God is leading you to your greater self. And obviously, when you get to that place, there's no place you would rather be. Imagine getting to that place that brings all of you into one, into like completion, into the person that you've always known that you were supposed to be. Because I believe that a lot of us are not living to our truest potential. A lot of us are not living the lives that we always thought we would live. Somehow maybe we feel a bit shortchanged in some things. We always had really great big dreams, but they don't seem to be coming. And sometimes you even want to bury them. So what I want to say today is don't bury your dreams. And it may seem hard, like I'm saying, maybe there'll be people who are jealous, who want to put you down, who are discouraging you. But on the other side of your obedience, once you start to take that little step, you're going to find a new tribe of people who are cheering you on, who are like, yes, there's another one coming, and wow. And you imagine if you don't step into that territory that you're supposed to be in, you're not going to meet these people. And maybe those are the people that you're so always wants to hang around with, people who are going to push you forward and make you greater. Yeah. And then number 3 is do that thing that you think is just too simple to do. I used to have some nuggets that I had written down. I thought I was going to publish them at one time. I don't know where they are now. But one of them did say that, do that thing that seems simple. right now to do, you know. It seems simple just because you are resourced to be able to do it. You know, you may take it very lightly and think, no, come on, anybody can just dress nicely. No, anybody can just bake if they just put their mind to it. Anybody can cook. Cooking is for every day. And yet you know that people love your food like crazy. You know, whenever you cook, people cannot stop talking about, oh my goodness, this food. And you're taking it for granted just because you do it daily. You know, so I'm saying start to look at these things that come very easily to you with a different eye, you know. Start to see what a gift it is. You are resourced to be able to do it. It is also because it's the right season for you to be able, for you to do this thing. So imagine you're this great cook and you're just not getting into the food industry. And then the next thing comes this really heavy announcement and law that says now you can't just cook anytime for anybody. You should have been registered. You should have done such and such and such, got some certificate. And you don't have those things and they close you out. And that's that. Can you imagine? Well, if you had decided to take advantage of it whilst it was still available, you would have made a killing because now you are certified, you know, nobody else can do this, you know, you are closed on the other side, you're on the side where you can make like millions, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, so it's the right season. It may not always be as easy. It may not always be as easy as it is right now to do that thing that you feel like it's just useless, you know. You feel like, okay, you like writing, but you're not going to write a book because you're just busy. You know, and then the next thing, all the laws change. Now you got to register in America or something. I'm just saying. And you're closed out, you know. Do that thing. Yeah. It'll make you happy. And then number 4, I love number 4. Number 4 is quiet time, you know. I feel like when you give yourself quiet, like right now we are in lockdown, you know. Currently it's not so much more, it's not so exciting because you need a permit even to go get essential things. Before this, it was really, really good for me, for example, because now you start to be able to think. You start to be with yourself, to be able to listen to the inner you, you know. You are able to redirect your steps, to reflect and see, okay, in my life, what has been working? What has not been working? What can I change? What can I tweak to make everything right? You know, you start to be able to, you also, number 2, you become so creative. You know, people hate quiet time because they feel like it's boredom time. You know, I won't deny that at some point you can get bored. But afterwards, now you gotta start becoming creative. Have you seen how people have made so many meals, taking pictures of them? I actually heard somebody say that somebody who's never thought they were good at cooking, and now you're saying cooking is therapeutic. You know? So, because right now he doesn't have a choice to always be going out to eat. Now he's like cooking. I'm like, really? Because I don't think cooking is so therapeutic. Well, unless I've got this amazing recipe and I want to try it out, whatever, you know. So it makes you creative. So it's important to once in a while go and have that retreat, you know. I mean, I remember when it made it, the other year I took a very long leave at the beginning of the year. And I mean, I put so much in place, you know. I planned my year, like I planned my life, you know, and I was thinking, you know, if I had so much more of this free time more often, I know I would get so much more ahead in life, you know. So don't take quiet time lightly. When you have the opportunity to be quiet and by yourself, do start to reflect. Do start to try put some plans in place. Don't sit around and say you are bored, you're only watching TV. Switch off the television. okay? Mute your phone, okay? Um, just pray. It's also a good time to hear your creator, okay? To be in tune with yourself. I mean, you will grow in leaps and bounds if you like take some chunk of your time and decide this time or these days, this is when I listen to Huize. This is when I listen and hear the next direction for my life, right? And then number 5 is similar to quiet time. It's to reevaluate your life, you know. So I'm saying it's similar because during quiet time, that is when you normally have the time to do this. You know, reevaluate your life, see what is working for you, see what is not working for you. Start to think, okay, how do I want to show up to the world? You know, it's a lot about branding as well. Okay, how do I want to be perceived when I go to the workplace? What do I want them to see? For example, do I want them to see a very serious person who's working hard and deserves a promotion? You know, I had to think about this during this lockdown. Or do I want them to see me as just friendly and sweet and nice? Or do I not care? Or do I want them to see a fashionista? You know, reevaluate your relationships. Who do I hang around? Who must I hang around to get to the place that I want to go to? You know, how much are they going to influence me? How will I be perceived when I hang with such and such people? Which places do I want to go to? What do I want to get out of going there? What career moves can I make? I seem to be stuck in my work, but maybe is there somebody I can talk to that can help me navigate my career such that I get to the top of where I really want to be? Yeah. So those are the 5 things, guys. Those are the things that I wanted to share with you, and I really hope you enjoyed it. This video would have come out like a week ago. Something happened. It got deleted. Today I thought, you know what? I just need to do this. Just get it out of the way and get some new stuff coming because, you know, yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching, and please do subscribe and click on the notification bell. See you next time. Thank you for joining me.